Hey guys, welcome to today's video. After my previous video, I've been getting lots of comments. But today I want to point out something very, very weird and interesting that is currently happening that nobody's talking about. Now, some time ago, a page was actually formed to sort of expose EJ Newton, so to speak. But there's something weird that is being revealed now that nobody is really paying attention to. Now, this particular page called Surviving Grace. At the time, they were built on the premise of looking out for people who were being preyed upon or who were victims, especially sexual victims of clergymen or men of God or all these kind of things. And that's essentially the page was designed for that. And in the early days and the early times where this page was created, EJ Newton was the center of discussion on the page. But now, all of a sudden, this same page is now siding with Lovy Elias. And the truth is that in the time of EJ Newton, even though a lot of people spoke a lot against him, the page was also speaking against him, yet nobody brought out any proof, no receipts whatsoever. It was all allegations, purely. But now, here are people, example like we know the Gigi Rodriguez, who came out with lots of proofs, and some other ladies, which, in my previous video, we put out, who also came out with receipts of all their claims. And yet this same page is also in support of Lovy. And not only that, even Larry Reid recently, who at the time was also against EJ Newton, and all of a sudden the truth is being twisted to support Lovy Elias.
He was talking to you, if we're going to accept this as the truth, and talking to 2 and 3 others, and one of them Maggie was. And Maggie won. Can y'all put that in the chat? Maggie won. I mean, if you see Lovy as a prize on any level, she won.
Isn't that interesting? Now, here are some receipts that was posted by Gigi Rodriguez. And it's more like an exposure of the faces behind Surviving Grace. Now watch this.
So,
Alors,
I am excited to see what the Lord will do with us tonight.
je suis
As far as turning his back on the very man that anointed him for Miami, EJ Newton, we are an army of blades. We will shred you of your designer sheepskin. We will expose you for the wolf that you are. The era of silence is over.
Introduce you guys to some very valuable people. I consider them family because we are all in the same line, And I just honor Dr. Apostle Tim and Lisa Thomas. Can you stand up? Amen. An amazing man and woman of God.
What an honor, what a privilege to be in the house of God. We're just so honored that Apostle Daniel would invite us to be here. We're just happy to be here in the house of the Lord. And we are ready to see what God is going to do tonight. We're ready for strongholds to be broken and for the people of God to be set free.
As far as turning his back on the very man
That in y'all's life, y'all have been handed a bad card somewhere. That means somebody somewhere misrepresented God to you, and it caused you to go. And it's shut you off from the reception of the Father. Was Dad around? What? Good. Good relationships. And that means somebody else did something. Is it the same problem? It's a similar problem. God is a good God.
So I believe that we can see the conspiracy here. How Lovy Elias covers his dark and wicked tracks with people and with media. First, he tried to fight EJ Newton with this page called Surviving Grace, which started to have some level of traction. He tried to use that to pull EJ Newton down, but obviously he never succeeded. And he conspired with these same people to also fight Gigi Rodriguez, as we can see now that the same page, the same people are also fighting her now. And what baffles me the most is that Apostle Daniel Adams is also part of this whole scheme. How dark and how deep does this thing go? What is going to be Lovy's next move to cover his tracks? We'll be watching. Subscribe to this video, subscribe to this channel. We'll be bringing you more information. This year will be the year of the exposure, and we will be there to shine the light in darkness for everyone to see. Stay tuned. We are watching. See you in the next video.